Would I buy these chainsaws again? And what I have learned from buying them, and I'm going to share it with you so you don't make the same mistake. I purchased a lot of chainsaws before I knew what I know now, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to start with a Hyper Tough and work my way through all of the saws I have here. This is going to be a more in-depth video, a bit longer. So if you want to learn more and see before you waste your money, stick around. This is the video for you. I would recommend it if you hit the like and subscribe, or just comment below what you want to buy, and we can have a conversation there on which saw is correct for you. First of all, let's say you go into a franchise store and you see a Hyper Tough chainsaw. It's good value for money, they're decent quality, you won't have any problems in the first year. They have awesome length bars, CC wise, there's nothing that beats them in value, but they do have problems. Some problems that's most probably going to happen is in 12 to 24 months if it's been standing. This thing is not going to start because it's either going to be a carburetor issue or it's gunked up, and you can't take it back to Walmart, Game, or Pick n Pay and ask them, can you please service my machine? These guys, they're massive franchises. They cannot service your machine. Although some of the staff really tries to be friendly and tries to help, they will recommend you to a dealer, and it is going to cost you more money than this saw costs new to replace a carburetor on it, or get it a decent service if you can't service it yourself. They do use generically or similar parts on all of them because these are actually semi-clones of popular older saws like some Echoes. So here and there parts you can swap around, but you can't go on it and say, I'm going to get parts from there, I'm going to fix it myself, if you don't know how. Yes, there are some very nice videos on YouTube showing how to diagnose and fix these things. I have some of my videos that's also showing that, but there's channels that go in deeper in certain models. So if you're open for that, no problems. They do have flaws. Most of these machines have either it's wrongly adjusted or they have the problem. If you pull it out, you run it, you let it warm up, and you want to do your first side cut. I'm going to show you now. Let me just get this. You see, it's stuff like this. The finer things that's not refined. And you want to do your first side cut. Yes, the saws are designed to cut horizontal. It's been running for 3 or 5 seconds and it switches off. That's not a safety feature. That is flaws with these clone saws. It happens on the Ryobis, it happens on the Hyper Toughs, and it even happens on the Wolfgarden Echo Top handle knockoffs. They have a flaw in the vacuum system, and they have issues with, how can I say, letting the gas flow freely when they are on their sides. They call it like, it's more like it's making a vacuum. So it's not letting the air and the fuel flow decently. Sometimes also when you run these machines flat taps for a long while, they tend to run out of fuel before the carburetor can restock the machine with fuel. So you'll get it cuts out. They can be good machines, but reliability, think about it. More than one season, I would buy a better brand, stick to a Stihl or a Husky. But if you want to cut 1 or 2 trees within 1 or 2 years, and you can do a little maintenance on yourself, go for it. I bought it. It's a 60cc. It has an easy start on it, but it has its problems, and you can see the plastics, the pull rope, and the balance. A good balance saw, I'm going to show you now, does not do that nose heavy dipping. This is the correct front and rear weight for a saw, and it's balanced properly. It's not swinging up or swinging down. Everything matches. Okay, now the Ryobi. The Ryobi, they have petrol and gas, and they have better and lower quality machines, the same as Hyper Tough. They also have higher ranging machines. The problem with these gray Ryobis is chain adjusters. They tend to have issues. You struggle to get this tension on here and the tension on the chain matched properly. You either have this tight and this is wrong, or you have that correct and this is not tight enough. So that is a known issue on them. The plastics, very nice. Better than the Hypertough, definitely. But if you're buying a battery one, you're looking at the entry level, there's one problem: chain speed. They have a delay, that's not my issue. My issue is the chain speed is so low that if you go into a piece of wood, the saw starts jumping before it starts cutting. And that is a massive issue. And you will first, if you're a new chainsaw owner, think the problem is with you. You don't know what you're doing. The wood is too hard. It's not your fault. It is the chain speed. These machines are made cheaper and to last longer, but then they have certain trade-offs. They have issues with speed, and further on the Ryobi, I can't complain. You get different battery sizes, the plastics are decent, the chain brakes work nice. I would rather buy a Ryobi than a Hypertough battery or gas. You get some terrible quality in South Africa, Ryobis that are very bad, but I have also seen decent Ryobis in the United States that I would buy. So they are a step up from the cheap Hypertoughs. Now a chainsaw that costs 3 times as much as a big saw. Why? Because if you take this back from the guy you bought it, he will be able to help you to find a part if it's 10 years old. That makes it much easier to spend 3 times the money and have 10 years support in parts. Also 2 years in guarantee. But that's going to have 12 months, and if you take it back, they can't fix it. They're either going to send it away and send you a quote to fix it, or they're going to tell you it's a 30-day money back warranty. So sorry for buying that from us. This, you get parts, you can clean it, you can service it, it can take a beating, it has a decent chain speed on it, it has all nice transparent tanks, decent fuel caps, it comes with a bar range. This machine, still, if you buy it new or ASCII from a dealer, they will show you how it works, every step of the machine, how to look after it, what fuel mixture to use, and they will also help you pick the right size saw, so you don't go out buying this big of a saw to cut down this big of a tree, because the department that works with chainsaws is non-existent in most of these stores, where a steel technician knows how the saw runs, knows what you have to do, and knows what you're going to need in 3 or 6 months from now. So yes, I would rather buy a smaller steel than a big Hypertough if you know what to cut. This also, you can get it serviced, you can service it by yourself, and the big thing for me is spare parts. It's the same like a Toyota or a Volkswagen versus a cheaper generic brand where they have parts problems. Still, no problems. Husqvarna, no problems. Yes, you can get a bar and a chain that will fit from a steel on a Hypertough to a Ryobi, but I'm going to promise you, you're going to buy that. Either it's going to be Oregon or a steel chain that just per accident fits there. It's not made for that. So comment below what you bought or what you would have bought if you are buying new, or if you bought something. And it would be interesting to know if you spent the extra money and went for the more expensive one. Also, if you're going to use it. If you want to cut one tree in your yard, I won't spend this money. I would just buy a Hypertough, cut the tree, and then put it in the garage. If it starts up again, it was cheaper than the tree guy. So that makes sense. If you want to use it again, or you want to work on it yourself, or you want to service it, or you want to pass it on to someone later on, I would definitely spend the money. You can also look even at chain adjusters and side bolts. It's much easier on these. It's a hell of a pain on these cheaper Hypertoughs and Ryobis to adjust the chain tension, and it has a chain tensioner in the front. The bar is heavy. It has weird size bolts. These use the bar wrench that comes with it, and also the adjustment for the chain with a bar wrench that comes with it. So comment below. You buy a steel or a Hypertough or a Ryobi. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my rant on chainsaws, and I would buy a steel or a ASCII next. Never again you'll find me buying a clone or an off-name thing. I made that mistake too many times.